Hey, Frank, thanks for doing this. Hope your
Yeah.
family are well, man. Just how was your off season, this extended off season, and then with Tom Thibodeau now the head coach and his reputation as a defensive coach. I mean, how do you feel your fit is there, and what do you think about him as your head coach?
It was good. It was long. It was a long off season. Of course, all that time without playing was a little frustrating, but got the best out of it. Of course, I took a little time to see my family, take care of my family, but got back to work pretty quickly. We had the chance to have this bubble with the team that allowed us to connect between each other, see the coach, some of the players. Of course, we didn't have every player, but it was really good to connect, see his mindset, which is really good. And yeah, having the chance to connect with him helped us on seeing how we see things with the game, what he's focusing on, and yeah, just for us to get ready for the season.
Next up, Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey Frank, I know you you said you got a chance to work with Coach Thibodeau a little bit. This is now 4 coaches in 4 years for you. How hard is that for a point guard to adjust to system after system as you're trying to find your way in the league?
It is, but it's part of the game. It's part of the league. I mean, the past is the past. Now we have a new team and we have new goals. So we're focusing on the future, on the present, on what's happening right now, how we can get better each and every day, and how we can make our goals be real.
Next question comes from Spencer Julian, MSG.
Hey, Frank. With you coming into this season, where do you think over the last year or two you've kind of made the biggest growth in your game? And where do you think you also need to work on?
On everything. As a player, as a competitor, you're trying to work on everything. But for me also, of course, it was what allowed me last season, at the end of last season, to be more comfortable on the court. Of course, my defense, but also offensively, just being a better player, being able to score and give my teammates a lot of options. That's where I felt really more comfortable the end of last season, and that's what I'm trying to work on and keep on improving.
Steph Bondi, the Daily News.
Hey Frank, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, man. A lot of point guards on this roster. Some new, some you're familiar with. How do you see this shaking out? This rotation and specifically for you, do you think you're going to be more on the ball, more off the ball? How do you see this all shaking out?
I mean, you know how it goes. It's part of the game. We have a lot of guys on this team, which is a lot of competitors, which is going to bring the best out of the team. And on a daily basis, we're going to compete hard for 4 minutes, and the coach is going to decide on what he wants to do, and we have trust in him. He knows what he's doing. He knows his job. He's been doing that. So he's going to put the best players together to put the best team on the court.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Frank, long time. The second to last game, you exploded in Washington, had a great game, and then a day later the season was canceled. How disappointing was that whole situation where you guys weren't able to go in the restart? And just the other question is, what do you think of this roster? I mean, there's a lot of predictions that maybe this is not a winning roster right now. So your thoughts?
It was really disappointing. The end of last season really motivated me a lot. Of course, I saw improvements. When you work really hard every day to just improve, and it's really motivating when you see those improvements, when you feel just that feel on the court. So it just gives me so much energy for the future. And about these predictions. So we don't really care about what people say. We don't really care about prediction or statistics. What we want to do is get better every day on the court, get better as a team, and just complete our goals.
Next question comes from Steve Popper, Newsday.
Yeah, kind of 2 things, Frank. One, how hard was it for you being back and forth overseas with the virus? I guess did that limit to what you could do? And also just being the last year of your contract, I know there's been some talk already about, what will they do? Will they trade him? Will they keep him? Do you worry about that this year is kind of a decisive year for you here?
It was that time was hard. It was special. Of course, I think it was special for everybody. That gave me actually some time to take care of my family. So it was good. But when I got back to work, I was thinking about all that. But work is just going to take care of everything. That's what I'm focusing on: working, doing the best I can do to help this team get better, to help this team complete their goals again. But the rest, the business part is going to take care of itself. I'm here to get better every day, to get this team better. And I mean, I said it already, but it's what it is.
Chris Iceman, the record.
Hey, Frank, your role obviously has changed a few times over these last few seasons. How important do you think it would be, and how much do you think it would help just to have a consistent role this year, to know what you're going to be doing, game in and game out?
I mean, it's always good for players, for everybody on the team. Coach is really big on that. Everybody finding his role and embracing his role for the best of the team. So to have coach and establishing a system for every player and giving advice to every players and tools to every players to just feel comfortable in the team is going to be good for us.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Frank. Two questions. One, has Coach Tibbs given you any specific message yet? Maybe on defense or anything. And then second question, through 3 years in the league, what have you learned about yourself and the things that you can do or need to do to be successful?
Coach gave a message to everybody in the team. He's big on really accountability. I think he's really big on work ethic, on everything really we can control. So that's the big message here. It's a new time for us. It's a new team. It's a new group. That's what we're going to focus on, controlling everything we can control.
Our next question is from Spencer Julian, MSG.
Frank, I know you guys are, doing individual workouts right now and not together as a team, but have you had a chance to see Obi up close, and what are your impressions of him so far?
Yeah, like you said, we didn't have the chance to play together. That will come next week. But of course, I saw him working out individually, running. He's a great athlete, really explosive. I mean, some things I've never seen before. So it's going to be really exciting to get to know him on the court as a player and everyone else, and just see how he's going to fit.
We have time for 2 more questions. The next one comes from Steph Bondi, the Daily News.
Hey, Frank. I think I saw something on Twitter, or maybe it was Instagram, that like fans were thinking you got traded because you took the Knicks off your bio or something like that. Did you see that?
I heard about it, but I didn't. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a really long time, and it's nothing new. It's like you, I don't know. I'm here. I'm happy to be a Knick. I'm working every day to represent the city, represent this team the best I can, and really happy to be here.
And our last question comes from Mark Berman in the New York Post.
Yeah, Frank, what do you think about those 2 young French point guards, Killian Hayes and Theo? I think you'll see Killian very shortly. Do they have some promise?
Yeah, really talented guard. I mean, if they made it here, it's for a reason. For everybody that makes it here, it means you're talented. Now the following part, it depends on you, how hard you will work, and these guys are hard worker, and I wish them just the best if they can do it.